It's so important to be together now, more than ever. And we come together from different parts of the world, which is exciting, different cultures, different languages, different realities. And yet we we're here together because there's something deeper that brings us here, a shared longing for love and peace, for love and peace. You know, in 1974, the Pathwork Guide said that the trouble we're seeing now in the world is happening at a faster rate. The turmoil, the wars. And it's not just in the Middle East, although we have wonderful people here from the Middle East together. There's a purpose for all of this chaos, this difficulty. Because what is unaligned with spiritual law, the guide said, it would crumble. Institutions would crumble. People would be in crisis. So this new timeline is here now. And that's why it's so important for us to pray and to align ourselves with wanting to be in truth. We're looking at our own feelings or emotional reactions. We're looking inside us. Before we begin, we want to welcome the Jordanians and Israelis that are here with us today. We're grateful that you're here. We want you to know this is a very safe space, and we welcome you exactly as you are. And from here, we're going to begin. The Pathwork Guide teaches us something very simple, very profound, that what we see in the world on the outside is not separate from human consciousness. And that real change begins when we become aware of what is within us. That's the whole point of the pathwork, to know the self. Wanted to start reading a poem by Rumi, the great poet and thinker and mystic in the tradition of the, well, it's the Islamic tradition, but it's Sufism. And here's basically his view. He viewed physical war as meaningless, pitiless, and foolish. It's a consequence of disagreement, often urging a focus he believed should be on inner war of spiritual growth rather than outer conflict. His quote emphasizes that true peace is found by dismantling internal obstacles that we have to love rather than fighting each other. Here's his poem. Not in the clash of swords does the truth of a man appear, but in the quiet field where he meets himself unarmed. You sharpen iron against iron and call it honor. Yet the wound you fear is living in your own chest. Why march against another when the real tyrant sits within your own gate? Break that fortress. Lay siege to the walls of anger. Set fire to pride. And watch how no enemy remains. The one who conquers the self has no taste for war. He drinks instead from the well of union, where no other survives to be destroyed. Imagine that we conquer self with a small s, and we find the true self with the big S. The guide teaches us behind every negative emotion, there is a positive force that has been distorted. When that distortion is understood, the original positive quality reappears. Let's have a meditation for 10 minutes, moving toward that, and asking yourselves in this meditation, once you get quiet, what is present for you today? What do you notice in your body, in your heart? So we'll do this in silence, although we have meditation music in the background, and it's up to you if it's too loud or you don't want it. Just turn down your volume. So let's start with just gently notice what is here. Perhaps there is fear, sadness, anger, or maybe nothing at all. Whatever is here, welcome it. The guide tells us when you truly accept a feeling, it begins to change. If it feels possible, can you stay with it even for a moment?
I call the healers of the sky to mend the tears I cannot hide. Surround my heart with fields of light and hold me through this silent fight. I surrender to the light. I trust the codes that cleanse the night. Om Kai Shur El Torah, no life in Kai Share, Share, Share. May
So
every
let's begin to go deeper, to find out what is underneath all this. What is beneath what I feel? Help me to feel what is in me. Help me stay with what is. And help me not separate myself from what is present now. Sometimes what we feel is just on the surface. It's not the whole story. Behind strong emotions, there is often something much more vulnerable in us. No need to understand it at all. Just stay with it, with what's here now. The guide reminds us we cannot change what we are not aware of. So gently open to something deeper in you.
I am light, remembering light. I am healed by love divine.
Help me to feel what is in me. Help me stay with what is. Help me not separate myself from what is present now.
Om Kara Daile
tells us that real change comes from awareness. So to ask or sit with these questions, am I open to finding the truth? Am I willing to pray for help? If you feel inspired, create your own prayer now. And we'll do this in silence. Create your own prayer from what you've been feeling. And gently, in your own time, when it feels right for you, you may begin to open your eyes. So today, I'm happy to say that we're joined by two very wonderful Pathwork teachers, helpers. Teresa is here. Teresa McGarren. She's been teaching in Jordan and some other places in the area as well. And we have Ingrid Sherholtz, who has been teaching many years in Israel and many other places. And we welcome her as well. We're grateful for your presence. So, Ingrid, do you want to start out with the pieces, The Moment Without Judgment, but do it, we're doing the shortened version.
I need to find you, Ingrid, to unmute you. If you can raise your hands to help me. Let me find you. Okay. Okay, you are on mute now.
Okay, thank you, Letizzia. Yeah, I wanna say a little bit about who I am. Not everybody here knows me. And I was born and raised in Germany shortly after World War II. And I come from a long line of ancestors who were warfaring, and I feel like I have war in my genes. And it gets activated with the wars that are going on in Ukraine and in the Middle East. And when I see pictures of bombed out apartment buildings, of people buried under rubble, dead or wounded, I feel a deep sense of helplessness and despair. And I have been looking to the guide to find a way of being with that, and to deal with that helplessness of being, in a way, living in a no war zone, but seeing the pictures so closely. And what I found has given me some sort of agency, learning that I contribute to peace and war with my own thoughts, with my own judgments, and being shocked by how much judgment I hold when I become aware of it. And working with, can I replace my judgment with curiosity? So I would just like to read a couple of guide quotes that I found very helpful, and then end with a short poem. The guide says, war is one of the many expressions of evil. It is not the cause, it is the effect. It is actually the effect of our thoughts, of our consciousness. That was from lecture 29 in the question and answers. And in lecture 12, he says, each thought of hatred, separation, egoism, injustice, of discrimination, of wanting more for oneself than for our neighbor. In short, each thought that breaks God's law is a building block in that enormous spiritual structure, war. Indirectly, through living spiritually, people can do more for or against war than politicians and statements do. And I'll end with some lines from a poem by Dorothy Hunt. It's called Peace is This Moment Without Judgment. Do you think peace requires an end to war? Do you think peace will come some other place than here? Some other time than now? In some other heart than yours? Peace is this moment without judgment, this moment in the heart space, where everything that is welcome.
Thank you so much, Ingrid. Yeah, thank you for your heart and your wisdom.
Thank you.
So now I'd like to invite Teresa McGarren to share with us her love and wisdom. So please, Teresa, come.
Thank you. And thank you for your beautiful work, everyone who is working this path, and especially Judith and Letizzia and Ingrid. I, speaking for myself, am deeply honored and privileged to be working in the Middle East. And I am very saddened and sometimes numb over what is occurring. And I too find solace in doing my own work. And the guide's words that say that it does work from the inner to the outer. And I take solace in working with my fellow path workers, knowing that our work, while our negativity has an effect, so does our positivity and our work. And I am grateful for the privilege to be doing this work. So I thank you.
I receive